Back in October, the Jaguars won a shootout in their first matchup against the Texans. Can Houston avoid the sweep? Find out next on Madden NFL 22.
This taken in at the goal line. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Texans taking over offensively, and it is, of course, Deshaun Watson who leads them out at quarterback.
If you just break it down in individual terms, he played really well last week. 0 interceptions, 3 touchdown passes. Not a whole lot more he could have done to win that game. But you know something's funny, when we talked to him, all he focused on were throws he missed, other opportunities that didn't get done.
Good sign of a leader.
Great sign of a leader, because they didn't win, and that's all he cares about.
Watson's throw taken in by Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Those are the kinds of plays like that show why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football.
Oh, come on. You let him jump in front of that, because that was about to go the other way. They looking like, what the hell just happened?
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
I was looking up there at the big screen like, oh, shit.
Now it's Watson.
Oh, that boy gets off so fast. Oh, my God. Did you see that smack? What's good, Chris, man? Did you see that boy smack the hell out of that?
And they're playing with extreme confidence.
Man, Hamilton's hands is fast.
Watson looks to throw again.
Yeah, come on out here. Ah. Oh, Burmy, you got to be ready, bruh. Ref slacking. That defensive passing up here. So we need all the help we can get right now. Oh, get back there. He ain't going to run that ball. Oh, yeah, he is. Oh, shit. I just called it. I said, he ain't going to run that ball. Oh, that's right. That's right. Be ready.
And it's 2nd and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Watson off play action. Throw right side. This is
Let's smack the hell out of him. Bah.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't
shit, not this one. This one actually get the job done. We ain't twerking in the clubs.
The receivers, change up their timing. They're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to
But this dude is quick passing. Okay, adaptive AI. See.
As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Now they're going to need an in-drive
Oh,
adjustment.
bro, you ain't getting that. You just my ass.
And this looks a lot like the last play. Behind the line of scrimmage, he's tackled for the 2nd straight go-around. Great job by this Jacksonville
He's
D.
killing me with this.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Here's Watson. Open man is Cooks. He's got it.
Oh, no, they didn't get him that. Did they get that joke in that miss, bro? Hey, it's 2 times this season that they gave this man this bullshit. I had to see this shit. I'm there.
It's like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows.
It's my toes.
Knockout is there, but they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
Bro, there ain't nothing I can say, bro. Ain't nothing I can say,
We'll see
bro.
if they can continue that in future drives. Austin
Wow.
for the extra point.
Wow.
And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Wow.
They go 9 plays in all. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And ultimately,
man, I go a damn season, and all of a sudden now the motherfucking Texas is up here trying to be the Kings in the South. Alright, new. Alright. Let's unveil this. Let's start getting a little crispy with this PB here. Cause I need to know how to use this PB and
This is James Robinson. It's a 6-yard
okay, adaptive AI. They like, yeah, I got some of that adaptive for you.
Touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock.
Some of that new. Run some of that new.
Settle down and relax.
Some stuff the same, but a lot of it's new.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by
Good shit.
Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some.
Come on, bro, I need you to get off. You got to get 4 TDs, bro. Get that upgrade.
Aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
2nd and 6.
Some stuff still the same.
On play action, Lawrence. That's caught by Hollister. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make
He
catches.
was like a drunk Tiger Woods.
There because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Lawrence on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
They go play action with Lawrence. Man open, here is Jones. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Etienne.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Wrong dude. Wrong dude. My bad. My bad. Wrong dude. Damn. Wrong dude. We're going to be in a battle, so don't
Extra
worry.
point tacked on by Lambo. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now it's Parker. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And
here goes
is a crew
nothing.
that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch
Get to
for
this
a few
moment,
days.
bro.
Yeah, they certainly
I need y'all to hit
Let's
this show.
face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one.
Oh my God.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. And he's
It's already done torched me with the Moss touchdown, bro.
That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here.
Part of the seeds right there.
Has excellent hands and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Yeah, keep on running that bullshit.
Absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Yeah, not this time, bro. Not this time, bitch ass.
And the Jaguars are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target. Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly,
PB right here, dude. PB.
It's still open for the coordinator.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw taken in by Chark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down.
Jeez, come on, man.
He'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one.
It's my ass on sitting there staring at me after he done checking his little pads. Get the hell out of here.
Lawrence. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Yes, sir. Damn, wrong button. Should be a rag. I had nobody up ahead of me. Let's go.
On first down, Robinson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7. But they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? Now Lawrence. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. Two of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Robinson will get it into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Deshaun Watson and his offense heading back out there. You know, normally he's probably happy with how he's playing. He's playing pretty well, but in the second quarter you look up your team's losing. I don't think any quarterback's satisfied.
Not at all, and what they're really seeking is how do I play even better and inspire my teammates to do exactly the same in order for us to get back on top of the scoreboard. That's when you find out you have a quarterback. If they're just satisfied with their stat line,
they're not really a leader.
Not at all. You just have a guy playing the position.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's a give to Lindsey. Oh, what a move. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On 2nd down, Samuels.
Has a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Watson looking middle, and it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson, he'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Lindsay. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They run. Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
On first down, Lawrence. And Shark calls it in. And finally out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4. A big play there on the catch and run.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up second and goal.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
And now third and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
James Robinson
with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston.
In a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
On first down, it's Watson. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson.
And this will be swung out for Lindsey.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Watson. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now a first down throw, Watson. Open man is Myers. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To the air yet again, Watson.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
And that will be incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
Buying time to his left. Caught by Jones. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. It's a gain of 6, and that will be the final play of this first half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. To return, here's Agnew.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars ready to get going to start quarter number 3. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
To return, here's Agnew. And a good return up past the 30, but was it aided by an illegal block or a hold? Let's see. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's a give to Etienne.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
They go play action now. Lawrence. The pass pulled in by Jones. What a catch.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From just shy of midfield, Lawrence caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They'll run on first down. Robinson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. On the slant, this is Chark. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Lawrence to throw. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Philip Lindsay, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. A shotgun snap for Watson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Again, it's Watson. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit. And that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, Watson. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 16.
Lindsey. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
To return, here's Agnew. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Texans defense heading back out now, ready to get their cracks again. They were able to pick up a big fumble last time with the ball on their side of the field. See if they can try that once more.
I love the way they hung in there, though, because a lot of the time, all you're trying to do on defense is scramble and to hold your ground a little bit. They actually flipped things, didn't they? Took the ball away, created something for their own team.
And they'll be trying to create something for their team once more. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. 95 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 1st and 15. They'll run again here with Robinson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Lawrence. He completes it to Jones.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Robinson. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Lawrence. Able to complete this to Chenault. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. James Robinson. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 14 on the year. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Lindsey now off the read option. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're going with Lindsey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the 1st down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? From the gun, Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away.
And as a former defender, I can tell you with certainty, Those are the ones that have you losing sleep at night. I would not like to be in that film room on Tuesday going over that one. Just a pretty poor effort defensively, and it leads to a big play.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Lawrence going to give this to Robinson, draw play. And able to work his way down to the 16. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Robinson. 137 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Jaguars appear to be headed to a 9-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to take over again, Deshaun Watson and this Texans offense. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the
fighting through, and he's got space. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Watson looks to throw again. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Alex Anzalone, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Oh, into a sea of defenders have intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Get the fuck out of there, boy.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for the Jaguars, the great run
Get up out of there, bro. Get it in. Get it in.
And now they'll get the short week as they get set to play at Dallas on Thanksgiving.
Ouch here, bro. Yeah. Let's go 150 pick up 5 TDs. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, let's go. Hey, he's in the zone. Hey, let's go. Yeah. Rap them, bro. Let's go. Hell yeah. Feeling good right now. Feeling good. Feels right on my heels. Get it? Bills, heels. Alright, I'm done. Browns are right there too. It's over. Hey, it's over. Ooh, good luck's going on, boy. Good luck's going on. And this cheesy motherfucker right here, bro. That's ridiculous. Hey, Devin. Hey, mom's sleeping, boy.